There are only 3 ways to make money in real estate, and I wish somebody told me that when I first started. In fact, it took me 7 years before I got my first deal. I used to tell myself, I'm gonna get started, I'm gonna get started, I'm gonna get started. I would go to seminars, read books, watch YouTube videos. I would do all of the things that maybe you're doing yourself. It wasn't until somebody named Bethany Willis came along, told me, hey Pace, as a contractor, which is what I was for 10 years prior to this conversation, you are not in real estate. Now, I had convinced myself, I think probably just trying to justify all the work and energy I was putting into other people's properties, I was telling myself that I was in real estate. And I was basically avoiding just figuring it out by telling myself I had already done the thing. She reminded me of something that I probably already knew. And then she went on to tell me that actually real estate agents are also not in real estate. And I'm like, that's not true, Bethany. There's no way that's even possibly true. Real estate agents are obviously in real estate. They're called real estate agents. She says, no, they should be called real estate service providers. They just provide a service to people who actually are doing the real estate transaction. So for example, does a real estate agent actually ever control or own or purchase the transaction? No, that's not their job. Now, can a real estate agent also in a side hustle be a real estate investor? Yes, but then at that point, they're wearing a completely different hat, aren't they? Like, wow, that's really interesting to think about. She says, yeah, they only are putting signs in people's yards. They're helping other people sell their houses, much like a contractor is helping somebody else renovate their house. They're not renovating their own. I'm like, oh my gosh. She then went further and she said, Pace, contractors, real estate agents, mobile notaries, anybody that is a service provider to real estate, like a lender, for example, a title company, closing attorney, all of these people that help out a real estate transaction are replaceable with a simple Google search. So I can just type in title company, Arizona, and I can choose a different title company. But the one person that is not replaceable is the investor themselves. So Pace, if you want to be an investor, there are only 3 ways to make money. I said, oh my gosh, Bethany, tell me what those ways are. She then told me, number 1, when you're first starting out, the easiest thing to do to get your feet wet, control transactions, is to become a wholesaler or wholesale a transaction from time to time. Like, okay, that makes sense, but they're not fixing and flipping and they're not buying and holding. She says, I know, but they control the transaction. They invest in marketing. They work with the seller. They actually own the transaction, they own control of that deal, and then they choose to sell it to somebody else. They are indeed in real estate. Okay, amazing. What's the other 2 ways to make money in real estate? She says, well, you already said it, fixing and flipping and buying and holding. Fixing and flipping seems like a very finite path, but she broadened it for me and she said, Pace, it's all about developing. Whatever you take that needs to be fixed and then flipped is fixing and flipping. So that could be a piece of dirt, putting a brand new building on it and flipping it to a new buyer. So if you take a piece of dirt and you put a building on it, that is taking the dirt and fixing it to flip it to a new buyer. So fixing and flipping is development, it's demo and new build, it's maybe taking something and doing an addition, it's maybe taking a house and doing an ADU on it without the intention of holding it long term. Your intention is to actually sell it to a new buyer, whether it's a family or maybe a buy and hold investor. And that's the 3rd way to make money in real estate, which is also a very broad topic, buying and holding. Now, when I first started in my journey, I started wholesaling, a little bit of fix and flip. Then I started doing 5 wholesale, 1 buy and hold, 5 wholesale, 1 buy and hold. A couple years later, 3 wholesale, 1 buy and hold. I'm the opposite. I'll do 10 buy and hold, 1 wholesale, 10 buy and hold, 1 wholesale. I'm at a point now where the cash flow from my existing assets is paying for my ability to buy new assets. I've hit that critical mass. You can't get there from just wholesale, and you can't get there just from fixing and flipping. You have to start buying and holding. So again, those 3 ways of making money in real estate, wholesaling, fixing and flipping, and buying and holding, are the only ways to make money as a real estate investor. Now, can you be a real estate service provider like a lender, like a Gator lender? Of course you can. Can you be a real estate agent and make money in the real estate industry? Yes. But as an agent, a contractor, a lender, a title company, closing attorney, notary, appraiser, inspector, every one of those people are not investors. They are not making money in the transaction. They are making money on the transaction. And for me, I want to make money in the transaction by controlling it by either wholesaling, fixing, flipping, or developing, and or buying and holding. Now, some people use traditional real estate to do wholesale, fix and flip, and buy and hold. The beautiful thing is you can do cash, creative, or even partner with sellers on all three of those types of deals. You can do creative finance wholesale. You can do creative finance fixing and flipping. You can do creative finance buy and hold. I really don't do any more cash deals. I realize that most of the deals that are out there are creative finance deals. That's my perspective. I see other people saying, oh, cash deals, that's easy. No, it's not. Cash deals, guys, in my opinion, you have to lowball the seller all the time. You have to lowball the agent all the time in order to get a deal for yourself. In creative finance, I can pay the price they're asking as long as they're willing to give me the terms that I want. Now, that might seem too good to be true, so why don't we talk about it in the next video? Click the video on your screen and we'll jump into the top ways to get into creative finance.